Hey guys!
Hello!
Welcome to another video, and today we'll be doing Q&A as we promised. You had some questions on Instagram and we delivered as we always do. Sorry for a little mute time. We were not posting for a bit because for those who follow us, you know we started a brand.
Starting a brand, and we were extremely busy.
Yeah. But we didn't forget about you, and obviously you have plenty of questions from our personal life, about our personal life, and also you have plenty of questions, obviously, Bali, because we live in Bali. So this is what we're gonna do. We will try to do this video as soon as possible because a storm is coming. Yeah. Our AC is not working very well, so we might be changing a few colors.
I think we already changed.
So apologies for that. And yeah, let's not wait any longer. Let's start with the very first question, and that's going to be from our personal life. Or
yeah, we will do it in two parts. First one about brand and us, and then Bali.
Okay, guys. So question number one is, what inspired you to start making YouTube videos?
That's to Jay.
That's to me, because most probably that was my idea.
Yeah, 100% your idea.
And here's the thing: we were both working full-time jobs. Also, I was self-employed, so I was working two jobs, and we were running an e-commerce business as well. And we burned out, as many of you most probably were either there or close to be burned out, or you feel stressed. It was literally before pandemic. It was like 3-4 months before pandemic.
Few months before pandemic hit, we decided to leave everything and travel, and then pandemic hit and it moved our plans a bit, but it didn't stop us.
Yeah, so reason why did we decide to start doing YouTube is a little different, because we were not planning on doing YouTube right away. We were planning on taking all of our savings. We were planning to buy a house, but decided to just take those savings and invest into traveling and explore the world for a year or so, or maybe 2 years.
And see where it brings us.
Yeah, and then on the top of the idea of buying a camera came.
Yeah,
because why
it
not?
was like a cool idea, no? Why not to just record wherever we go, and it's just cool memories to have at the end of the day.
And also we were following at that time plenty of travel vloggers, and we were dreaming about traveling all those
I remember
crazy places,
how addicted we were. We were literally every day watching so many vlogs, and we just wanted
so basically
to go
we know every single vlogger you can ever think of, and especially travel vlogger. That's why I decided let's do travel vlogging as well. It was close to us, so that is the reason. And yeah, that's probably your question answered. I hope that satisfies. Let's go to another one. When are you launching your brand?
Good question. Our date is being all the time pushed forwards and forwards, but if everything goes according to our plan, we hope to launch before June, or in June, beginning of June, end of May, within that period of time.
I agree. For those who are planning to come to Bali, everything, whatever date they give you, times 3.
It's very irrelevant.
It doesn't matter. It's here in Bali, everyone is so chilled, relaxed, and I mentioned that in the previous video. It's very similar to Spain. Tomorrow, later, they pushing things as far. Yeah, hati means like slow down.
Yeah.
So we are launching brand. Alina answered. For those who are new here,
yeah, what's the brand?
Yeah, brand is called Less Silk. Plug over there for Instagram. Don't forget to follow us and also subscribe for a newsletter to receive exclusive offers. Yeah, so launching at the beginning of June. We are super excited with it. Everything is ready. Just a small bit finishes. Yeah, we will talk about that a little later. Yeah, but that's your question answered. Let's go to third one. Why and how you started traveling, and how you manage your finances?
I think we answered first part of the video.
Why and how. Yeah, we how, I guess. Okay, so we decided about 3 months before Corona started we want to leave England. We lived in England for 6 and 8 years. We decided to put all the money together, all the savings. We decided to sell absolutely everything, all the clothing, electronics, furniture, car, all of it. We sold everything. Literally, we ended up with 2 suitcases for me, 2 suitcases for Alina, and just a bunch of money on bank accounts saved. And then we decided to go to Latvia for some time to visit family.
Yeah.
Then we went to visit family in Slovakia, my family, and then we continued through the Europe.
Yeah, it was quite difficult. So we didn't go where maybe we wanted to go, but we were checking heavy situation happening with Corona. So we were adjusting our travels. So we went, a bit through the
through Europe. We spent some time in Albania,
3
guys.
months.
Highly recommend Albania. Very underestimated country, but one of our favorites. One of the most beautiful people and beautiful.
Then we went to Turkey.
Yeah,
the same 3 months.
Yeah, Turkey.
The same amazing.
Every single country we visited just surprised us.
Yeah, and we're gonna go back to every single one. And then
we're planning to do that during this summer. So we'll be leaving Bali for some time.
There is a question, I think, so you can keep it.
Yeah, and finish. How you manage your finances while traveling?
We set a budget. We have set monthly budget, which we try not to, cross,
basically,
but it happens very rarely, or in fact it didn't happen yet. So but we try to stick within our budget.
Yeah, we budget for everything basically. How much money can we spend for a food, average accommodation cost. We try to look for the same prices of accommodation everywhere around the world, or we choose the countries where accommodation was or is affordable, which is changing in Bali rapidly. We will talk about that as well, because this is one of the questions. So stay tuned all the way to the end of the video, because at the end of the video we're talking about Bali, and all of you are here for a Bali, most of you, I guess.
Yeah. So how do we manage? I think it's important.
How do we manage?
As well.
We have one sharing account where I send my half, she sends half, and we set up money on the side.
For rent, we put everything on the side.
Money on the side for digital subscriptions, etc. Rent for a motorbike, etc. And then whatever is free.
That's for food and going out and everything else.
We are pretty smart with the money, to be honest.
Yeah.
I am.
Well, I am as well.
Okay.
Well, we both are, and that's why it's maybe so easy for us to do that.
Next question, guys. Will you ship internationally?
I bet.
I'm guessing this is about our brand again.
Yeah. So the thing is, we are manufacturing everything in Bali. The whole clothing, packaging, everything is made in Bali.
Everything handmade.
Then we ship it all to UK, to our warehouse, and from our UK warehouse we will distribute across UK.
I need to correct you
Europe.
here, it's not a warehouse, it's a fulfillment center.
Yeah, but it's our warehouse.
Yeah, so it's our team basically.
Yeah.
If you need to know what's the one of the best fulfillment centers, leave a comment. I might suggest one, I might not, because
but
it's
that's
a really
UK
good one.
based, yeah. So from there we will ship around the world. Well, we will try to cover as many countries as we can.
Yeah. Agree with everything what Alina said. Our headquarter will be in UK. We'll focus on UK market heavily because that's the market we know, we worked with, we love, etc.
True.
But we will definitely will not forget about all of you guys, because we know we have many subscribers who are already texting us. When are you launching? Will you ship internationally? We cannot wait. Blah blah blah.
Yes, we will ship.
Yes, we will definitely ship to all
Europe,
the countries,
definitely,
all the countries
US,
in the world.
Australia, all the big
It's
main
going to be
countries.
available for everyone, guys. And wait, because it's another level of brand. Okay, next. Are you planning on living in Bali long term? That's a good cheeky question.
Well, we are planning to leave in the summertime.
About 2 months.
Yeah, once we launch the brand, we want to go to Europe to visit our friends, family, and so on. And then
we will see.
Yeah.
We don't have any plan, but we are at the beginning of starting the brand, so we need some place where we can focus. It's super difficult for us in Bali to focus because it's just so wonderful, and you want to go out and you want to non-stop party and stuff, and everyone parties here. So if you guys like to party,
this is place for you.
This is definitely #1 place.
But
in the
once
world.
we launch, we need a bit to focus.
Stay sharp for a month too.
Or
at the
more,
beginning, or
it's
more.
important. Yeah, so probably we'll set ourselves somewhere in Europe.
So most probably we are not planning on staying in Bali long term, but it's definitely a place where we want to be coming during the winter time.
Coming back, yeah.
So we want to spend some time in UK, then some time in Spain, because we love Spain. Many people don't know that about us, but we are so much in love.
This is where our heart belongs.
Yeah. And then Bali, obviously, for a few months of the year. So like a 3 points, which is really good idea, I think.
If it will work out.
Hopefully finances allows us.
Yeah.
But they will. I trust, I believe in that. And last questions, where do you see yourself in 3 years? That's one of my probably favorite questions. Generally, I see Q&As, people asking this similar question.
It's interesting,
I like it.
What is your mindset, and see where it goes.
So, in terms of YouTube, we started as a travel vlogging channel. I can straight away say our channel will be not about travel vlogging. It will be including traveling, but we won't be solely focused on traveling. So we are not travel vloggers anymore. So that has changed. Hopefully you noticed just by the vlogs we started to produce. So we start to travel less, and we kind of produce more of a lifestyle.
Yeah, we decided to do what we actually like to do, what makes us happy, what satisfies us, rather than to satisfy everyone else.
Exactly,
at the end of the day, this is the most important. It's our life, and we do what we want.
There is very slight line, guys. Maybe some of you are thinking about starting YouTube channel or already running a YouTube channel. By the way, we met plenty of you in Canggu who are doing YouTube channel, asking us advices, etc. It is very slight line between what you want to film on YouTube and what you are expected to film, or what YouTube wants you, or algorithm wants you, or your audience wants you. So plenty of people came for different reasons to our channel. So we are trying to combine that all together and do what satisfy us and satisfies you at the same time.
Where do you see ourselves in 3 years?
So doing more of a lifestyle vlogs,
definitely,
with a lot of traveling, because we will be traveling. We love traveling.
Yeah, it's our part of the life. We love traveling. So
and hopefully, it's 100% running current brand, Less Silk. Instagram over there, don't forget to follow. And hopefully working on maybe new brands, because we want to extend Less Silk. We have already ideas. We got a lot of questions about, is there going to be a male line of Less Silk?
Oh yeah, for those who don't know, it's
just a female
sleepwear, loungewear, but we see developing it towards the male as well in the future. Yeah,
so we will definitely try to satisfy males as well. We have plenty of ideas on our mind, and it's gonna be crazy busy, and I'm looking forward to that. We are so hyped about this brand, guys.
Pumped.
It's like a new breath in life, new purpose in life, which is absolutely amazing. Okay guys, before we continue with Bali questions, we wanted to say big thank you to a sponsor of today's video called Skillshare. Skillshare is easily our most favorite online learning community for all the creative and curious people like us and you. There are plenty of different classes on the topics like design, photography, videography, even cryptocurrency,
lifestyle and more,
and productivity, and so much more. So guys, if you wanted to learn something interesting or something extraordinary, Skillshare is definitely a platform for you. There are thousands of amazing classes, most of them are 60 minutes, and the best thing is there are absolutely no ads. We would highly recommend you a class by Ali Abdal called Starting a Successful Side Hustle, where Ali is discussing why should you start a side hustle, and more importantly, what side hustle can you start, how to manage your time along your existing job, and how to grow it so it becomes your main business. So guys, if you are interested, we're gonna leave a link in the description of this video, and the first 1,000 people who will click on it will get 1 month of Skillshare for free. Now let's go back to Bali questions. Okay guys, so rain has just started. Hopefully screen is still nice and bright, and we're gonna continue with Bali questions. And first question is, where to book a cheap villa in Bali in advance?
We've got videos on this topic, actually 2 videos.
Even more than 2. Also, we talked about that in many videos, our previous videos, but I'll try to link one of those videos over here for you. Just to touch on this question, everything in Bali is done via Facebook groups. So one of the most known Facebook groups is Canggu Community Housing.
Then there is Canggu Room Rent and Bali Cheap Housing and many others. So if you just type in a search, you will have a list of groups, and that's what you're looking for.
Everything groups. If you are asking, is it possible to do Airbnb over here or booking? Of course it is. It's going to be way more expensive. Because it is a third party, there is always some manager who is dealing with Airbnb, so they will charge you 30% more even.
Another great thing is a Facebook marketplace where you can see advertisement as well, so that's cool as well, another option.
So that's hopefully the answer, and I would like to touch on one more thing, because you mentioned where to book cheap villa in Bali in advance. We'll have to disappoint you. There are no cheap villas anymore.
No.
At least not as cheap as they used to be.
Yeah.
Prices went 100% up, sometimes 200% up. So whatever costed $1,000 now costs $2,500, sometimes $3,000.
Yeah.
Literally the same place.
We need to remember that all the prices for a housing went rapidly down, down to 75% during pandemic. So
Yeah.
now everything starts to pick up slowly again.
And this is when we created those videos when
Yeah.
we talk about prices, but that was during pandemic.
So forget about the prices we mentioned; they are non-existing anymore.
Okay, next question. Do you still need visa to enter Bali, and how about vaccine?
Okay, you know more about that, right?
Yeah. So there is new option. This is new old option. There is a visa on arrival which allows you to enter Bali for 30 days. It is extendable if you purchase the visa on arrival in Bali. You can pay extra, I don't know, $30 or something, and you can have one extension of that visa.
So 2 months in total, right?
Yeah, but normally it's 30 to 60 days. That's called visa on arrival. You don't need to book it in advance or apply for it in advance. You fly to Bali airport and you get the stamp at the airport for visa on arrival.
Is it for all countries?
For many countries, for around 40 countries at the moment.
So
Just
most of them
research your list. I know Ireland is not there for some reason, which is interesting, at least. But yeah, not everything is following the logic in Bali. You'll find out. Then there is another option, obviously, B211 visa, or it's called e-visa, or visit visa, or business visa. This is still the same. You can apply for it online via a local agency, Balinese agency. Comment down below. We might suggest you somebody.
Yeah. You know what I think? That Latvia wasn't on the list. So you had to have a business visa to enter.
So basically 2 options. Either if you are on the list, visa on arrival. If no, business visa.
Do your own research.
Yeah. And also, how about vaccine? If you have 2 shots, so you are considered fully vaccinated, or in case of Johnson & Johnson, 1 shot is enough, you are free to come to Bali, and there is no more quarantine at the moment. You just need to show you have a booking of some place.
Accommodation,
and you go to your accommodation. You have to have a negative PCR test as well, and you will have your temperature measured on arrival. If temperature will be under 37.5 degrees, you are free to go. If it's higher, then they will do PCR test on you. You will go to your place and wait until result of PCR test arrives. Little complicated, but much better. So no more quarantine.
Much easier than it used to be, right?
But you have to have a vaccine. Without vaccines, you cannot get to Bali, guys. You're sending us so many messages. Can you, maybe there is a way. No, there is no way. Indonesia is super strict about that. You don't cut corners. No chance. Okay.
Next.
Is Bali getting busy?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Bali is getting crazy busy.
So many Australians, especially at the evening, we can see roads are busy, cafes are busy. Yeah, so it's getting much busier.
Yeah, one simple answer, it's super busy. Everything is full. It's almost like it was before. Like
not there yet, but very close. Yeah,
but very busy.
Which is great for businesses, great for local people. Yeah. You can see happy faces.
And there is new energy in Bali. We've spent here a year, and it was pandemic energy. It was beautiful, tropical, but pandemic.
Yeah. So yes, it's getting busy.
Yeah. Next question: where to buy a good and cheap clothes? I know we mentioned that in about Canggu video. We created video about Canggu, and we mentioned good and cheap clothing to purchase in Denpasar. I kind of take it back.
Why?
Because it's cheap, but it's not as good, But it's still cheap. I mean, I know the place, not this one, but I know the place where I buy t-shirts for 180k, which is under 10 pounds or under $13, and quality is just spot on. It's called Budurent.
Everything was just for males. There was nothing for females.
Yeah.
So for females, I don't even know. Cheap and good, maybe some local markets if you want like really cheap.
We don't have specific place. We would recommend you. We are ourselves, we are shopping in Beach Walk in Kuta, which is a shopping mall.
With all the regular shops.
And we are shopping in a Cotton On, where I buy simple cotton t-shirts, which are around 300,000, which is 15 pounds.
Yeah.
It's cheap. Technically it's cheap. It's not cheap for Balinese prices, but for Western prices it is affordable. And it's good quality, 100% cotton t-shirts, which are not shrinking after the first washing, not losing color.
I think it depends on your style, it depends what is cheap for you, what
and where
is
you're
good
coming
for
from,
you.
you know.
Exactly.
If you're coming from Slovakia, like I am,
it's not cheap,
Bali
right?
is not cheap at all.
No.
You know, if you are coming from US, most of the things are cheap. Or
I think comparing to all these countries, most of the things here are cheap. So any shop around Canggu will be cheap for you.
Yeah.
So.
Next question. Best cost to eat in Bali?
What?
I guess there is a language barrier. Best cost to eat in Bali.
The cheapest place to eat?
Most probably, or the most cost, or most, I don't know, cheap and good, I guess.
Varung.
So it's a cheap and good place. We just ate. I'm not sure if we are not doing mistake here, because we are eating there and now. Okay.
No.
Okay. Satu Satu in Berava. It's a varung, but it doesn't look like varung.
It's a coffee shop.
It's a coffee shop,
company.
but they have plenty of good food and prices are around 50, 65k max for a food, and it's really nice food. So
but
this is I would say this is good and cheap place to
and
eat.
there are many places like that where food costs 50, 60, up to 70k.
For a breakfast, for example, Cactus in Pereiranan. It's a small, tiny coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's not our favorite spot. Hopefully not every single subscriber will go there.
So stop naming places.
Well, that's what we do, Han, sorry. Yeah, so Satu Satu for a breakfast, they have a beautiful full English. It's not full English, it's Asian twist, full English breakfast.
Well, basically there are many cheap
But everything
places.
is for 50k, no?
Yeah.
Many, yeah, continue, sorry.
Yeah, there are many cheap places. The cheapest ones are varungs. It all depends on your taste, depends what you like, what you don't like, but pretty much everything is cheap here. So there is no specific place we can recommend.
However, more expensive than it used to be again. So just consider whatever advice we gave you guys during pandemic time. So half year ago, just check when video was filmed. Prices has changed, they went up, they have to go up because tourism is crazy now. There's plenty of people coming, they want to make money, they haven't been making for 2 years, no? Okay, last, is it possible afford to explore Bali in 3 weeks with a driver? Any recommendations? Okay, let's answer one by one. Is it possible to explore Bali in 3 weeks with a driver?
Yes.
100% possible. 3 weeks is enough to explore Bali. That's, I guess, that's what that part of the question was about.
Afford?
Is it affordable to explore in 3 weeks Bali?
Yes, it's relatively cheap to hire a driver.
Yeah.
If that's the question, then answer is yes.
For day, driver would probably charge you around 350,000 Indonesian rupiahs, which is around
For 6 hours,
$20.
Yeah.
So I think it's affordable for a whole day. But again, depends what do you find affordable, what's your background, financial situation, where you're coming from. But yeah, relatively very, very affordable, I would say. Do we have any recommendations?
No.
No, we don't. Any particular telephone numbers or particular
Use Facebook
drivers?
groups, you
Exactly.
will find
If you just
there.
type down in a Facebook, in the Canggu community, any driver to drive me around Canggu, you will have messages coming 6 months after, non-stop, yeah? Or, my small tip, anytime you use Gojek,
Exactly, Gojek, use Gojek.
either use Gojek or the Gojek driver will offer you, just take my number and I will drive you for the same price or even cheaper, so they don't have to pay a fees to Gojek, I guess. And that's going to be your driver, so any driver will do that for you.
Yeah.
That's probably last bit of question and answers.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed. We had fun, we had blast, didn't we? Yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comment down below.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow Less Silk, because that's our brand. That's what we are so proud of. If you want to buy us a coffee, you can do so as well. We're gonna leave a link in the description, and we will see you in the next video very soon. Bye bye.